Alright, Shalom. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Coming at you in the spirit for another lesson. I'm going to be going into a few news articles, and I'm pulling out a few scriptures here. First one is by Sky News. It says, Crown Royal, 19, more people now vaccinated in the UK than have tested positive for the virus. A further 1,295 Crown Royal related deaths are announced, bringing the UK's total to more than 88,000. We got a picture right here of old man E getting that jab. More than 3.5 million people have been vaccinated against the Crown Royal in the UK, surpassing the number who have tested positive for the virus, latest government figures show. Which is a little strange if you think about it. I guess they're just quote unquote preparing. The vaccination data comes as a further 1,295 Crown Royal related deaths and 41,346 new cases were announced on Saturday. And this is their number, supposedly, that probably isn't accurate. It brings the number of deaths within 28 days of positive Crown Royal tests to 88,590, while more than 3.3 million cases have been recorded. The latest daily death figure is the UK's third highest of the pandemic, although the figures are based on the dates when deaths were reported and not when they occurred. The recent surges in cases, excuse me, the recent surge in cases and deaths have prompted officials to take restrictions further by ending the travel corridor system. I read into a little bit of that earlier. Apparently that's just like who can and can't just come to the UK. All UK travel corridors will close from Monday amid extraordinary pressure. We just looked that up. I guess those are the ones that you don't have to isolate if you come from. Interesting. People traveling from some countries with low Crown Royal case rates have been allowed to enter the UK without self-isolating. Okay, so that's what it's talking about. Okay, huh. Here's their little chart that they made with it's always funny to go and backtrack these and see how much they're off. Let's do a little check right now. Let's see. UK. Three point 3.51. Look at this. That don't make no sense, huh? Compared to these two numbers right here. We're really doing that crazy, huh? Alright. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about this one. It's just kind of funny. Yeah. I'm actually I'll try to pull something up that I thought was funny earlier. These two here. This is actually where I found them. I'll go into these just in a minute after I read this next article right here. No evidence of decline in Crown Royal rates in England's third lockdown. London, a third pandemic lockdown appears to be having little impact rates on the Crown Royal in England. Researchers warned on Thursday, with prevalence of the disease very high and no evidence of decline in the first 10 days of renewed restrictions. Until rates of Crown Royal are reduced substantially, health services will remain under extreme pressure and the number of deaths will continue to rise rapidly. Researchers leading Imperial College London's React 1 prevalence study said the number of Crown Royal cases and patients in the hospital are extremely high at the moment, and we can't expect that to drop unless we achieve lower levels of prevalence, they said. So yeah, they're just all this news to coming up with, man. You know, now they're saying that they're raising, and they're saying it's more people are getting vaccinated than the people that have even got it, and it's just that, the lies don't add up. They're getting caught. They're getting caught. 'Cause these things never add up. Like oh, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get into some of these though, 'cause these are funny. Um, so this is the first one. It's from that first page we read. This guy down here. It's funny looking at the fear of these people, man. I read that as most people vaccinated have tested positive, and was like, what the actual fuck? 2021? Good progress. Nice to hear some positive news. Well, they're gonna be, man. You're freaking out now, but you're gonna have all this weird shit popping up when you start taking those things. They've already they've already had quite a few articles out on like the side effects. It's already fucking people up, man. And this guy, this one's funny. If I had read that, I'd have broken into my emergency Xanax stash. Do you want one? These people are freaking out. They can't handle. They know because I'm guessing. I don't know, because these are people on the internet, but I'm guessing these like Edomites right here. Um, let's see. It must be nice to live in a country with with very few anti-vaxxers. And it says, unfortunately, the number is rising. Also, sadly, the guy who started the vaccines cause autism bullshit was British. And yeah, especially in England, man, they don't want the vaccine. They have a whole song like they were singing in like one of the like somewhere. I can't remember exactly where, but they were basically singing stick the vaccine up your ass. Um, I don't know if this is one. There was a few funny ones I found earlier. Let me see if I can find any. There's one. Is it on this one? Let me see. Let me try to find it. Salakia. Oh, here's one. So we're gonna stab you with this vaccine full of fake 5G Crown Royale LOL McPlop virus, then test you for the fake virus. Then we're gonna take over the world. What? Nothing. Roll up your sleeve, please. So he's basically mocking all these people that are talking about how they're rolling this out and then take over the world, in the New World Order. And he's basically just laughing at it. He's gonna be painfully ashamed over what he said when this shit really starts coming to pass. It's already getting there. I'm trying to find this lady talking about she went and got hers already. Here's one too. Um, no evidence. Sure, if you don't count the massive drop in new cases, I suppose. The 7-day rolling average was 57,000 on January 6th when the lockdown went in place. It's now 42,000. Something tells me this reporter isn't quite understanding the React 1 report findings. Perhaps if they read the report, they would see the big fucking first page that says the report does not yet reflect the impact of national lockdown. And this guy says there's been a significant drop in US cases as well without a nationwide lockdown. But they're still going to get on that lockdown, man. You know, they want to use some of their tanks. They want to roll out all this stuff, you know. Um, but they'll say that the cases have increased, and you know, they always they always man, if you just look into like how they all their what's the word I'm looking for? Their studies and like, oh well, this day there's this many and last week there was this many. You know, you can prove that this it's bullshit, you know. And then when you do go and prove them wrong, when information comes out saying, oh, this was wrong because of this and that, they'll come up and they'll just continue with their lies, man, because they love lying. They'll be like, well, our data was insignificant. Uh, we found that our studies, blah blah blah, and they'll just go on. They'll use these big ass words, man. Um, try to just go on and trick you into thinking that ooh, it was a little mistake, but we got it. It's all right now. It's okay now. Um, I'm really trying to find that one where that lady talked about going and get her Maxine, man. Let me see. It was just here. I wonder if it got removed. Oh, now, sometimes if you go down in the bottom over here too, you can find stuff like this, but they always downvote them, you know. The Maxine doesn't prevent you from getting the virus. This guy has to back it up. And not even 1/3 of the way to matching the number of people who have actually had Crown Royal because the testing was shit, you know. Yeah, they don't like any of that, so they downvote them, so they go all the way down to the bottom, and they don't want because they don't want people to see other people buying into not buying into this shit, you know. Um, I can't find it though, but I'm gonna stop looking around for it here in a minute because I can't find it anymore. But no, it was a post. I found it in the original video because I already redid this. I had to redo this video because my recording software decided to only record like half of it. I can't find it now. But basically, this lady was talking about, oh, I managed to get the Maxine, and blah 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 blah, and everyone was applauding her in the comments, you know. Everyone was applauding her, like, "Oh, you're so brave, and you're so lucky, 'cause people want this thing, man. You know, they're really wanting this thing bad. Um, I'm pretty sure people would, you know, kill actually to get their hands on this stuff if they had to. They'd be fighting over it like a TV at a Black Friday sale, you know. Um, yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna move on 'cause I can't find it. Um, yeah, but I'm start getting into some scriptures here. This is Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And you know, you're not supposed to be trusting these, man. If you're Jake, um, hell, a lot of E don't even trust in them own selves, you know. Let alone us. Um, but yeah, man, like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And what happens when iron rusts? You know, it starts falling apart. You know, it doesn't have its structural integrity anymore, and you already see that happening with E. You know, because you can only build up a foundation of lies for so long before it starts to crumble, and we're starting to see that come to pass now. You know, it's like if you build a building and on the bottom use really like good strong stone, and then towards the top, you know, where all the wind's gonna be blowing the building around, you use mud or something, you know, and eventually that mud's gonna blow over, and the whole foundation, you know, is gonna crumble, the whole thing, you know, because as soon as a little bit of untrustworthy stuff gets in there that people can't quite believe, like happening now, it's crumbling the whole thing. Now that you know, they start looking into, okay, well, what would they say back then? What were they lying about then? And then it starts pulling everything up, man. It starts pulling everything up, digging out those skeletons in his closet. The 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And it's exactly right, you know. Um, you know, we've been getting the eyes to see and the ears to hear, you know. So we gotta keep on looking at this stuff and stay in the news and see what's going on, because man, it seems like every day, you know, they got some new stuff coming out where you can just tell it's some bullshit, you know. But it's not just about the vaccine, just about everything. They be coming up with some crazy information about space, or we found alien life or something with the chariots, you know. They'll be trying to cover that up in some way. Um, but yeah, man, we gotta keep an eye on that, you know, because you know, going into this scripture, this is Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. And that basically plays off to in this, man. You got to keep an eye on it because you know, he's a smooth talker. You know, E. So he finds a way to put these into to terms so the whole world can understand it and think he's coming to save him. You know. But at the end of the day, you know, he ain't gonna save you. The only one that can save you and get you out of this is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So but you know, that's too hard for people. You know, it's too hard for people. It's much easier to just to put your faith in a man than, you know, to have to do the work and follow the um, follow the commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Um, this is Isaiah 32 and 7. The instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. If you look up churl, an impolite and mean-spirited person, a person of low birth, a peasant, and that's talking about E-man, because they're the lowest of the low, you know, the basemen. Um, but yeah, he deviseth wicked devices. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. You know, he you know, that's his thing. You know, he likes coming up with these wicked things. You know, these wicked devices. This Maxine, you know, that's already been um, it's already been looked into, and people have already had some adverse reactions to it. You know, some side effects. It's got pork in it. You know, it's got something that's if you're Israelite, you know, it's gonna kill your God gene. You know, so then you're not gonna seek the Most High. Makes you more likely to take that mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. Um, and lastly, man, Psalms 118:8 is better to put trust in the Lord than to put confidence in a man, because men are not trustworthy. They're not. You can't you can't expect E to come with his superhero E cape and whisk you up from the eve of destruction. You know, it ain't gonna happen, man. Because right about that time, he's gonna be running and hiding, trying to be in huts, trying to try to fly to the moon. Who knows? You know, they always try to say that, oh, we're gonna colonize the moon or something like that. They're gonna try something, but in the end, man, the Most High is gonna have hit the last laugh. You know, because there ain't no way you can run from that. You know, the Lord's anger is not something to be messed with. So yeah, man, you need, if you're an Israelite, you need to repent, you know, turn back to the ways of the Most High. Stop calling on Jesus. That's another thing that a lot of Israelites are doing right now. You're still calling on Jesus. His name's not Jesus, man. We've known it's Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You know, Yahushai is the name of the Son. Yahweh is the name of the Father. You need to get that right, man. You need to get that right. Because you people out there, any of you so-called Israelites out there that are still calling on Jesus, that's basically like a offensive to him. You know, it's offensive to him. You know, you wouldn't want to be called the same name by someone else if you told someone your name. Um, it'd be disrespectful to you, you know. Um, but yeah, with that, man, I'm gonna close out. Um, you need, you need to put your trust in Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Stop listening to these devils. You know, keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on them, cause they're gonna keep coming up with stuff. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna close out. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakwadash. Shalom.